Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Collin, Jesse Walker with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This conference matchup between two teams that do not like each other very much is a great way to get things started here in the conference. I'll keep you posted on the energy and atmosphere at the half. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Got it in the middle, it's Owens. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Makes the grab in their space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space.
Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. A&M comes back out with another first down. This guy can throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Bussey. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Here's Reed to throw. Caught here in the middle. It's Riley.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is not bad. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker on the ground.
Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, make sure the receiver can't get it.
Making side adjustments here. Reed. Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle it.
Touchdown, Aggies! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's a give to Frazier. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Ready. Corners are going to bail. Snags it, and there's running room. The 20. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebel.
And listen, my job is to get into my playmakers like this guy on the outside. They'll do the rest. They'll get in the end zone. Nice catch, but a finish it with a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They'll snag it just inside the 10.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the board.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Using his legs, it's Owens. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Throwing Reed. Fires left. It's complete. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Reed. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They just keep firing. Got the back over the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football. An absolute feel. Great job. Not losing vision. Feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football. And then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too. Getting him on the ground.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. And he'll bring up fourth down. Again, it's Reed. It's complete to the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Looking for space. It's Lacey. Sweet cut there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the grab and run the run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like Bailey, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Owens. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing.
Snags it and he's open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Reed. Quickly complete. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up second and 4. The Aggies will hustle to the line. Run inside. It's Owens. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
It's first down from the 11. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for Bader. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try the jet sweep here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sends it back in motion. On the move. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels will punt this one away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early in. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. A&M comes back out with another first down. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing Reed. Looking to the big tight end. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
And great job by the linebacker, understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Turning it on. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hits. He was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Reed. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards to the opponents in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. Smashes ahead. The 30. At the 20. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. The keeper. Now the pitch. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's loose. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They had that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. On the move. Got a little grass. The 30. The 10. Touchdown. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position. He shows you that on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Caught, and he's got room. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hauls it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I don't know know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're
Got some room in it to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
There's a little room there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works out front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Reads it, fires complete. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Takes the easy completion. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Reed. Got his man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will give him the lead.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Using his feet. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. He'll throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown! And in the end zone for 6. The Rebels surge back on top. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football.
Hines is big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative.
Makes the grab in their space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Short, just shy of the goal line, and the 2-point conversion attempt will fail. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Running inside. It's Lindsey.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Moving out to the right. Still running at the 35. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Rebels have it for the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and lead the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's got it down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now they've got to hustle hustle to the line and get set. The run inside. It's Lindsey. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game.
Grabs it, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels. The Rebels surge back on top.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. He marched 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Throwing, Reed. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Complete downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Reed to the air again. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Quarterback may change this route. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Well, and it's still frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Again, it's Reed. Makes a catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. The option look. Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Fourth down, Reed. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He couldn't get those last couple of yards he needed, and the defense denies the fourth down attempt. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires downfield. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came in